Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. And we had a pretty productive stream last time, and got ourselves a very, very potent gun compared to the pistols that we've been using. And that helped us take out 2 out of the 3 bounties that we needed to procure. Now we're going over here. We are in Ludwig's office, provided that he leaves the premises. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and install a mod here on our bolter pistol. First time hearing the intro done live. So we can change the weapon's damage type to shock if we want to. We can also increase the amount of ammunition the weapon carries. And we also got the crit damage, which would be quite interesting. Let's go ahead and install this mod since we have 2 of them. And I don't know if there's... It looks like we can do 2 mods. We can do one for the barrel and one for the ammo. Let's go ahead and do... There we go. That is a fine shooting iron. I would like to think, at least. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and... we can tinker for some bits. Do you want to tinker the bolter pistol? It'll cost 54 bits. Yes, please. And I guess we could just keep on messing with it if we wanted. And we have some weapon parts. Good thing to use them. And I don't think we'll do a whole lot of tinkering unless we absolutely need to, you know? Alright. So, we have got die robot die. That's at the geothermal pet plant. We need to get the medicine from the community center. We still have 1 more bounty to get here from the marauders. We need to return the journal to Bakuno. Or, excuse me, to the vicar. And other than that, that's pretty much it. So, where is ye old community center? Well, actually, let's do this. And here's the community center, and I believe one of our next targets is actually that direction, so. If anyone's made a lightsaber mod yet, I don't know. That'd definitely be amazing if that was the case, so. Feel my inevitability. Ski-Bone, thank you so much. Holy crap, dude. $25 to Extra Life to help out the kids. Raising money for Children's Miracle Network using the power of gaming, and that just made my night. We are at $640 for the kids right now, so thank you very much, Ski-Bone. Alright, now that we have that morale boost, let's kill some marauders. Community center is right up here. I don't remember if I've killed the folks over here yet, but I guess we're going to find out pretty quick, aren't we? I think I have. Yep, these bodies may be a surefire clue. That is what happened. I think this is... Oh, never mind. And is it...
Wow, great work!
Nope, okay, that'll do. Give me those things. Oh. What is it? I'm trying to get the weapons back. There you go. Alright.
Huh?
The Sizzler! Whoa! Okay, well that works too. Maybe that's some sort of death reflex. I'm gonna hurl my body at a high rate of speed. Pick up those bit cartridges. Remember, we are still raiding everything. Light ammo. And we are definitely on the hunt for energy ammo before anything else, because that's what... Yep, energy cells. The lava lamp gun. I like that. One of these in every home. I probably just killed those marauders. They were just hanging out, about to cook themselves some breakfast. And then I had to show up and ruin everything. Big cartridges.
Oh, look at us.
Cold-blooded. Alright, can't... Oh. Do we go through here? Hey, Lonnie.
Gosh, that's close.
What do we got in here? Got some bypass shunts. That's nice. Adrena time. More bits. An assault rifle. Pep pills. We still hadn't used any of the narcotics for whatever reason. We can sleep here, so... Oh, are we already overburdened? We're already overburdened. I forgot to sell any of my crap. Well then. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go into the inventory, and we can just break some of this stuff down. I've got no qualms. Light machine gun. I do want to keep that one, though, just because I think it'd be really cool. We're going to keep the impact hammer. I may want another bolter pistol just to play around with. We've already got one grenade launcher. Armor. Heavy armor, heavy armor. I do want to keep one set of heavy armor, just because, it's like medium, 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 please, and thank you. Nope. And we can run again. Huzzah. Yes, you did. You missed the first firefight, but don't fear. I think we're about to have another one.
Here we go.
Attack! Attack!
Oh. I'm coming for you. Oh. 3-round burst.
Woo! We made it.
Nice shooting him in the back, Parvati. I like it when your partners actually contribute to your overall success. Where did the body go? Oh well. Resident. I guess we gotta look for the piles of ash, don't we? Trip blade. They tend to burn up fairly quickly. But they're probably even not rocking out anything as particularly useful, so. Alright, so here's the front door to the community center. We can always go around here, if I remember from our Extra Life game day. Yeah, it's definitely a nice change of pace compared to other games that I've seen, where the companions are much more of a hindrance than they are a help. Oh. Well then. Marauder Thug probably set the landmines and realized, oh crap, what have I done? I'm always wondering if we can jump up on the roofs of some... I know so we can on some of them, but... yeah, we should be in good shape now. Every time I see the name Rizzo, I think of the rat from the Muppets. Very salt of the earth kind of character. Cigarette lighter. And one thing that we are not going to be able to do, if we're hindered, is fast travel, which is a shame. Hopefully... now, did I actually grab... in terms of our character, did I already take the... no. I need to take Pack Mule as soon as we level up. That'll be high on the... oh, never mind. We can just sell to the vending machine here. I think. Maybe. Ah, no. I gotta upgrade hack to do so. Okay, that one's barred. Energy cell for more boom. Definitely not going to waste it because I believe there's a way to go in there already. Oh. Tino makes the best gear for your friends and family. Companion perks. Your companion is leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Well, I like that we leveled up together. Speaking of which, looks like I can only do skills for right now, guys. So we did dialogue and defense in the last one. Let's go ahead and get that up. I'm going to get range, defense, dialogue, and tech all up to comparable levels. I think that's good. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Huzzah! Hey, Raven! I like it. Now, in terms of our buddy, increase his companion's maximum health, increase the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies. Sneaky. Increase your engineering skill when Parvati is in the party. Man, I don't know. She seems to be holding her own right now. But we're trying to raise up our engineering. The engineering skill. You know, it's really good for her and it fits her character more than anything else. So let's go ahead and do that. Why not? But I do... let me look at... because I think all we want is science. Science is at 33. Parvati's is 36. Yeah, so we definitely want her to be the brains of this outfit. We can always do some more. When you time your block just as an enemy melee attack arrives, it staggers the enemy, opening up to a ferocious counterattack. Not just a normal attack, but a ferocious one. Sprat. I don't know if those things attacked, but I remember going into a room where I think they did. It's right, it'll be one of those waste not, want not antique saber. I would like to take all the antiques, please. I don't think we're going to be able to. Huh?
Coming! Don't mess with me.
So good. Earrings. Spacer's Chaw. Brothers and sisters, I've gathered you here today to talk about profit. From a prophet, no less. Yeah, it's like, might want to work on your timing a little bit there, Parvati. Okay, we can go upstairs. This is the front door that we could have gone through before.
Incoming!
Oh, hi.
Nice one!
Thank you. Extendo side, Spacer's Jaw. Hacky hacky. Please select commands. Hack 30. Encode first aid keycard. History of the Emerald Vale exhibit. The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come. Decorating the main hall of our noble community center, this elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacer family. The centerpiece of this grand exhibit will be a taxidermized mantiqueen, erected within our main lobby as a sign of civilization's victory over nature itself. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, apparently we can unlock the, that one room we couldn't get into, the med room. That's barred.
Together. Huh. We're pretty good at this.
Yeah, we'll say us. This display, fashioned to resemble a pair of mighty primals, required extensive field research. Let us have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in the pursuit of authenticity. Canids can be found all over Emerald Vale in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hide in hunt in packs, while domesticated canids, or canids, can be loyal companions. It is important to remember that the canid is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. I like canids a little bit better. Was this supposed to be the... Coming soon! Feast your eyes on the great frilled mantiqueen, sovereign of her nest, imported from the wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. Another space adventure. Yeah, how you doing, Elusive? Yeah, I heard the Reaper of Death. I read about that. Or that's what it means, at least. It's pretty cool. Bit cartridge. Wretch playing a sci-fi game? Never. Okay. Ooh, a ring?
That was quick.
Riot control armor. Sounds exciting. Guess I'd have to see Welcome, Director Pickett. From Rosenberg. Key cards. Everyone, the key card encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting key cards at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a key card from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. From Trammell. Director Pickett, I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development on the entire exhibit. This has to stop. Lamont Trammell, Financial Officer. Oh, it's just like my work. From Hunters and Trackers Limited to Pickett. Subject, please stop. Hello, Mr. Pickett. This letter is to update you regarding your request for one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of our highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office including the cost of their gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. A wholly owned subsidiary of Universe Defense Logistics. Teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. There's some truth in advertising there. Alright, this is where we came in. And nowhere to go but upstairs. Cyberpunk and sci-fi are, in my well, cyberpunk is an offshoot of sci-fi. You know, sci-fi is such a huge, just a huge all-encompassing genre.
Everyone all right?
Well, these two aren't. Oh, there's the first aid room. Mock apple juice. I remember running around like a chicken with my head cut off over here because I couldn't find the key, and then coming to the sad realization that I had the key the entire time. Tech kit. Medical Engineering, Volume 1. The exciting prequel to Medical Engineering Volume 2. Yes, I was awake for quite some time. Alright. Moving nice and slow. Because I don't really have a choice without dropping stuff that I want. Huzzah! Why there's ammo in the medical room? I won't. Don't ask, don't tell, I guess. Stun baton in the sink. Ollie Ollie Toxin Free, which is an amazing name. Experimental medicine. Abrasives, fluorides, antibacterial agents. Who ate my lunch? Alright. Looks like everything is nice and safe. Science fantasy. Yeah, like Star Wars, it's science fantasy. Oh, thank you, Daka. Appreciate it. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Now back to the dog show. Science fantasy. That's a phasic joke right there, Shift. I am both ashamed and proud of you. Okay, so everyone in the community center is now dead. This is one of the games where that's actually a positive context. Turn in the medicine. And we got that. We have to go to that village later anyway. So, hey Nova. So slowly we will head back to town to Constable Reyes and turn in our stuff and sell our gear. We were overburdened with sweet, sweet loots. You know, it'd be nice if you carried things, Parvati. Don't want to say you're not earning your keep or anything, but I don't see the pockets of that armor stuffed. Probably should conserve ammo since energy cells are a lot rarer. Yeah, can't go wrong with a space western. With a breast pocket full of severed fingers. Job well done. We're so close. We need a mule. That's what we need. I'd love to hear Parvati complain about it. I'm not hearing gratitude with those grunts of exertion. The employment community. John Spartan, you've been fined 1 credit for violation of the Verbal Morality Code. Can't Jeremy carry stuff for you? That'd be nice. We'll just grab Jeremy and have him tag along. Titus Andronicus. Blood and revenge are hammering in his head. I would love to get that as a poster. I wonder if they do sell those posters, because that's great. I love the play on words there. Androidicus. That's such a lighthearted and much loved Shakespearean comedy. All right, to the general store. We can do this. I believe in you. No.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't passed.
Oh, probably need to put away the gun, don't I? Yeah, there you go. It would be very fitting for his knees and back to dissolve in dust, considering what we've done to those marauders. So, I guess it's turnabout fair
If you're
play.
falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
I don't think there's a third-person view.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
TM.
Music to my ears.
Okay. 2% discount. Wow. Holy crap. Let's not get too crazy. Sell all the junk. There we go. Weapon parts, all that stuff is good. I'm keeping all of the mods. I don't know if we necessarily need a lot of this. Fast-acting nicotine patch. It weighs so much. Armor, we don't need. So, how much was that riot control armor? Light. I may go ahead and keep that. So, let's go ahead and sell that. All... Oh! And we've got a lot of firepower to load off here. And we'll keep that pistol. Have I tried the salt tuna yet? No. Uh, 200% natural health regen. I guess I better eat some food. We can run again! And we're less poor! Why do I have a bunch of Naganatas in our inventory? Well, you know, why buy one when you can have two at twice the price? I am now cotton candy flavored death. I like it. 7 and 9. Eh.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
Alright, let's drop off some fingers.
Something to report?
I'm here to turn in a bounty. Oh yeah, wait a minute, I had the voice. Sorry. I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork.
Alright, that's 500 more, and where is
Almost
the
lost a
lady?
finger in the cannery today.
I've got some time.
Well, I've got that medicine you're after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Never? Well, that's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
So I'm curious. Who are you going to give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
The reason that we gave the medicine is because the old man would take it while she's distributing it to everyone else, Alani. I'll leave you be then. And we'll go break the bad news.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, you take it easy. I'm not a marauder.
Oh, wait. It's just you. Near's killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something?
Sorry, Abernathy. I gave that medicine to someone else.
You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope?
Sorry. Did what I had to do.
Betray a man in his final hours? Of course. I understand. Hell, I'd probably do the same to you, given the chance. So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
No, I'll go ahead and leave you be now. So angry. Okay. Don't have any botched, which is nice. Oh, we got to return to the vicar, and then we can go ahead and travel to the rogue settlement.
Had your rations yet?
Oh, we're so fast. Well, there was a lot of trust, or a lot of not trust, but info that he was a hypochondriac, that he actually wasn't sick.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I've got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
So that book seems a bit more important than what you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Plague-ridden backwater? What happened to all your crap about leading your flock?
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
And what's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
It's quite the resume. That all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Well, are you even a vicar in the first place? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Well, imagine this, Bunny. I mean, we have seen a lot of evidence of people who came up with good ideas being put in like out of the way positions where they could get killed or something could happen to them. Maybe it's one of those things that learning more languages would actually cost money or something. It'd be like a luxury. So I don't think you were being completely honest with me about that book. What's the story?
It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
So these guys are the Vorlons and the other guys are the Shadows. Gotcha. So how'd you get assigned to prison duty exactly?
Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Uncle Wretch, can we just burn this universe down and start over? Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Got ourselves a shepherd. Alright. So, let us go ahead and... we can add a consumable. I don't think we have any more, though. We've got 24 of those. That's nice. Adrena time. Okay, cool. Now it's time for us to visit that rogue community. We've got Now Comes the Power. We got to deliver Reed's message to Adelaide and her deserters, and then divert power from the geothermal plant. We need to do that first. But we also need a finger from Antrim, and I believe there's a mission that we get on the way to Adelaide that's going to... that we can basically take care of two birds with one stone. The third bounty is to the north of us. It's near the volcano. Faux windows. Or faux windows. Go along with all the doors that we can't actually get into. That's no lies, Spades. Like the washing machine and the dryer take a sock every so often as tribute for their service. Alright, there's Mount Doom in the background. Oh. Hi.
Woo! Nice work!
Spacer's Jaw. Sauce. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice ethologist assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Terra ray mating habits. The female Terra rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Well then. Bless your heart.
We can handle this.
Oh. Oh. I did not know that we could actually fight these things. Well, that's neat. And we destroy the delicate balance of nature. Are all PCs killable? I think so. I think they did this Fallout style. To the best of my knowledge, at least. Oh, hi, guys. Sizzler. Can't go wrong with a space katana. Another rifle. What did you have? Light machine gun. I hate sand. It's coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. I really don't like that movie. Okay, so this is the abandoned outpost. I think we've gone through here because we have that available. That's the area that we'll go to for the last bounty, but we need to go to Adelaide first. So, right, everyone's dead here. Yes, those bodies are a clue. And just for you, Spades, we'll take the high ground. Ah!
Nice one!
Oh! We exploded in his head. Can't use the...
Nice.
Someone can't take the high ground first. That's illegal. I actually kind of want to take out those... fight some of those big guys and see what this gun does against them, but... I think we'll wait before we decide to have any truly self-destructive impulses. We are going the wrong way. Save? Save? Yeah, it's probably best that I do save. Primal nest discovered. Oh, that's why they're all there. Okay. Good to know. Ooh, I see some loot down there. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. This is fine. Tossball card BR Guthrie. I hear you. Primal Behemoth. Primal Ravager. Oh, well, we're doing things.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord, we have stirred up the hornet's nest. Oh, God. Please leave my engineer alone. No. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that happened. Old reliable, huh? I think we got ourselves a special weapon doing that, guys. Is this supernova difficulty? No, it's just set on normal. I normally play all the games on normal just because I feel that's what the developers, what they intended the game to be played at. Okay, let's see what this old reliable is. And we are definitely giving it to Parvati. Heavy weapons. Just... Alright there, Cara Dune. Let's go. She got herself some heavy artillery. Perfect time to introduce ourselves to the fine folks at this other base. I think we need to kill... Yeah, there are marauders that way that lead over to that settlement. I believe we are about to meet a older lady with a sniper rifle. Save again? Nah, we should be fine. There's no danger this direction.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Grace Romero. Nice hat.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Let go my purse. I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. You know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Looks like a female Jonah Hex. And where exactly can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Well, I can go keep an eye out for her.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Tell you what, you don't worry about it. I'll go find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I do have some questions about Zoe, though.
I'll tell you what I can.
Got any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Maybe the marauders took her away.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I could tell.
Any chance you could point me somewhere specific and not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing.
That they did.
Gotta come from somewhere.
That they did shift.
What is it?
I'll leave you be. Okay. Well, now we are in the Adelaide settlement, which is not part of the Spacer's Choice family. And before we go talk to Adelaide, let's have ourselves a walkabout. There's a whole new town of people here that we have not stolen from. Do. Bypass. 0G brew. Oh. Big cartridges around the toilet. This house is clear. Mock apples. The Force. I should be very careful about stealing things out in the open. Oh, Lord. Hi.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I will. Please pay no attention to,
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Okay. Nice. Nice and tired. You stay asleep now. Oh, are we encumbered already? Oh my god. Oh, it's okay. There is a store here, if I remember.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
I would hope so, Shift. Well, it's never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Well, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
300 bits. Well, you hold on. I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Part 2. Found in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Now I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
And what were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I should go. We can use the workbench and break down some stuff. Why not? Break down. The tactical shotgun seems interesting, so we're going to go ahead and keep that. We got a plasma rifle. Sentry saber, assault rifle, light machine gun, another light pistol. Keep that for right now. Medium. That's pretty much what we're rocking out, right, in terms of our armor. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, that's because we have the ordnance control. Okay, never mind. In terms of... let's go ahead and repair our stuff. Alright. Now, Parvati's still rocking out the light and medium. Let's go ahead and rock out medium with the armor. Yeah. She's going to be our heavy gunner. Pretty much. And we're actually going to sell our cotton candy. Iced coffee or hot cocoa? Iced coffee.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Probably controversial, but... I'm much more of a coffee drinker. Especially of the iced variety. Than cocoa.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, hello. Okay, we've got... the interesting thing, because these deserters don't really have any security. Tell you what, can you go ahead and leave, friend? So this is the... ow. Oh yeah, probably best not to pick up.
I wish I could do that.
Alright. All is good, and all it took was a little bit of an electrical. A few electrical burns. As morning breaks. Okay, we already... no, I think there's some other buildings we haven't gone into. Just go to the Tashi station and pick up some power converters. You can waste time when you're with your friends when your chores are done. room we cannot enter currently.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Hint, hint. There's Stefan. Okay, there's the store. Adelaide's in here. I think there's just these three NPCs are the only ones that can talk. So that's saying something. Ooh. Nice little closet area. There's all the apples we could ever want to eat. And a cigarette lighter for God knows what reason. It's one of them fancy faux doors. I don't think I trust it. I don't like its look. You are really cramping my style, Parvati. Okay, can't go through that way. Alright, we're good. No stone left unturned. Some of the things I could have said, I was like, you know what? I can just rob these people blind. Did we ever think about that before we decided on any particular course of action? Because I can so do that. I like finding all the bypass shunts. Chicken!
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too.
Okay, it is canid.
Something I can help you with?
Before we do anything, let's see what you're selling.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Sell! Do we have any junk? Hold to sell the junk. Yes. Thank you. So many mods.
Something I can help you with?
So I was told that one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
So tell me a little bit about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Lord knows what you think about scrapbooking. So what happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
The voice that I'm using is I did the Firefly tabletop game, or the Serenity, actually, RPG, the old one, the original one. And I played a character that had that voice, so I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I thought that was appropriate. He's a Texan. I am not a Texan. I am a New Mexican stuck in Texas. There is a difference. But there's a lot of New Mexicans that have accents like that too. So, what was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
I was not born in Texas, Shift. I was born in New Mexico and spent the first 25 years of my life there, and before moving over here. So, yeah, I'm a very proud New Mexican. So hold on, there's something else.
Hey, I got time. I'll
Do
help
we
if I can.
Have more questions about Zoe? Oh yeah, absolutely. No worries. Do. Oh. I really need one of those right now, actually, because there's a room that we can't get into. Oh, nope. The chests are okay, but I want in that room that we can't. The more you know. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves, yes ma'ams, and would you like anothers. I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and you're suddenly committing larceny. Good news. I'm alive. Starting to feel a little better, too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an aether wave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer, what would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming to the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a group of marauders. A band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans, featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen. Oh. Terror Monarch. Steel poster. This is my tax for me going out of my way to have to rescue this lady. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on pikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime, too. Everybody loves adrenatime. Even marauders, right? I've got these marauders. Those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Alright, we have searched for clues. I guess we could go and intercept now, but we'll just head this way. Excuse me, sir, there's larceny to be done. Ooh. hope you guys don't need these. And here we are. Bones and gears don't mix. It has been 0 days since our last accident. Personnel files. Hack 15, which we do not have. Experimental notes. I am hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all of Spacer's Choice products, it's cheap and unreliable. I'll have to make some repairs of my own with my own 2 hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturalist failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I'm determined to find a way. May the eternal smile upon my endeavors. Bless your heart space. Last entry. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that, but I'm sure the scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. But I can conclude, after months of my own experimentation, that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials. Just as nature intended. So she is growing, like, edible food here, which I'm sure that the folks at Spacer's Choice would hate to see actually succeed. What's that? Gold teeth. Oh! Okie dokie. Thinking cap jet. And there is Adelaide.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
It really is. Let's see what else we can steal. While her back is turned. A connection with the gold teeth. Yep. We had to deal with gold teeth before. On a bloody plate.
Hey, that's against regulation.
Sorry.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll tell you what, I'll pay you 47 bits to look the other way, and I know we've made a horrible first impression, but I intend to fix it later. No. That's okay. We'll make it. We'll make it up.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
So, you must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Yeah, you gotta water the plants, you know? So, is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Oh. Gotcha. Is that what you mean about the fertilizer, Spade? If they remove the gold teeth from someone, then they may be fertilizing it with corpses? Life is the gift of the universe, but only a lifetime monthly subscription of $399, about 99 bits. But wait, there's more. Special fertilizer. Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
So why did you leave your own home in the first place?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me he had to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Well, it says you're living off the power that belongs to the town. And come back to the cannery, and that's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. Mentioned something about a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is,
hey,
how would you
Dama-san.
agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator, and I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
So what have you got against the town in the first place, Adelaide?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You know, I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
So what do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
So let's say I do help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You want to tell me what these gold teeth are for?
Haven't you ever seen a novelty paperweight?
You know, your left eye twitches when you're trying to lie.
Whatever absurd accusations you have churning about in your mind, I assure you I have heard them all.
You see, it reminds me of this guy I heard about. Someone named Eugene. He had some gold teeth himself.
I remember a Eugene. Pleasant enough boy. Whatever happened to him?
I never said anything happened to him.
I did nothing wrong. The teeth were harvested from a body that went cold long before my tools ever touched it. Gold does not decompose. The teeth had to be removed. And while I am no licensed dentist, I should think I did a fair job of it.
So she's the one who's raiding the cemeteries. Yeah. So you're using decomposing bodies to fortify the soil and help your crops along. Oh, look at it. Look at her. It's like Phoenix Wright kind of thing.
I cannot tell you how refreshing it is to converse with a rational mind. That's exactly right. Rot is necessary for life. A corpse is bursting with the nutrients a young sapling craves. The crops I grow here are natural, nutritious, healthy. My garden does more than fill the bellies of my flock. It keeps them from falling ill.
You know, you seem pretty calm for someone who just admitted to grinding up corpses for fertilizer.
The Vale's barren. Been that way for years. Soil's been sterile about as long as I can remember.
The thing is, those spades, that does remind me of the new trend that people have started to do where they have special instructions that they actually want to have their bodies used to grow trees. So it's not as far-fetched as as it sounds. Yeah, but we're talking about people here.
We are talking about organic compounds once inhabited by a sentient mind. A person lasts only until the last synapse burns out, the last brainwave flickers into the void. What remains is a carcass moldering neath the soil. Decomposition is a natural process, essential to new life. All life feeds on other life.
Like how her hair became like Super Saiyan. You know, you sound pretty quiet, Parvati. You have an opinion? She's using your friends as fertilizer.
Oh, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be glad to volunteer. Keeping others alive, that'd be a beautiful gift to leave. But none of the folk you used had a say. You didn't ask, ma'am. And what about my dad? I talk to his grave every Saturday. Is he even there?
Robert is just where you left him, dear. He died too long ago. By now, he's naught but a skeleton.
You know, I'm glad I didn't eat before talking to you, Adelaide.
Whatever you say, my dear.
Do I still play Samurai Showdown 5 Special every so often? Let's just talk about something else.
I'm listening.
When we first talked, you assume I came to live here.
I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
And what's that exactly?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the Vale. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
Yeah, it's true. Bone meal. I can't lie. Saving the veil.
People around here lack the strength to effect change. Or they have the strength, but not the will. You seem to have both.
Out of the two, Adelaide is definitely the lesser of the two evils, in my opinion. And why exactly are you telling me all of this, Adelaide?
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
You know you could always continue your way of life back in town.
Not under Reed's watch.
Hey, Alice.
He and I would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. It will be my home even if Reed cuts our power. Simple as that.
You and Reed obviously have some sort of history.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
There's obviously more to it than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him.
Ooh.
Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm guessing Reed has his own side of that story.
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
All right, Adelaide. I think we've talked enough. Still think she's the lesser of the two. You're doing better, it's just cold? Yeah, we have freezing conditions here tonight. I can actually feel it in my office now. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because if the roads freeze up again, they may cancel school, which means I get a day off. I'll be quite pleased with that. Okay. I figured something was fishy when we saw the teeth. The day off. There is a robot factory. That's actually where we go get everything. But we have some we've got a bandit queen to rescue. Going to be getting an estimated 4 to 7 inches of snow. Good old Florida weather, keeping it in the 70s. Yeah, I actually found out something potentially amazing. That the trip that I normally go to for Extra Life United in Orlando, it's normally been that the hospital pays for my airplane ticket and I pay for the hotel. I have reason to believe that this year the hospital is actually paying for everything, which means that I can actually spend a few days more in Orlando just on my own pocket and actually go to Galaxy's Edge, which is something I've really been wanting to do. Hey, Umbridge!
Huh?
Yep. Boom, boom! Doggies! Woo! I'm going to try. That'll be in April. I still need to get confirmation that that's taken care of. And if that confirmation is, if it's confirmed, then I'm going to have to change some plans up a little bit. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's alright, Lilani. Well, it's like I didn't expect it, so we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. And I'm just happy to be able to go and try and raise money for the hospitals. We're not going to... We're just going to leave these as is. So our target... Why are we low? Oh, Adrena time crash. Gotcha. Fistful of digits. And... Where's the next one? I actually don't think it's going to tell us where the third one is. I think it's actually in the plant, the geothermal plant. Yep. Yes, indeed. Okie dokie. No, we should have we're just kind of keeping the economy going in these settlements by robbing them blind and then selling back their stuff. Let's just go ahead and break some of these down. Shock cannon. I actually may keep the shock cannon. Just because that'll do a lot of damage to binkies. Alright, we are about to get into a red-laced bit of hell.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Here we go!
Ow!
Here we go!
Right in the vitals.
Where's the... Ow. What? Oh, there he is. He is very much dead.
It's not working! That's the last of them!
Alright. We did it. You know what we did right there? That was the equivalent of in Return of the Jedi when Han's sneaking up on the scout trooper and he steps on the twig and like all hell breaks loose. That is exactly what that was. There you are. Fortunately, we could find the finger among the ashes. Okay, well, we will definitely check this camp here in a sec. I believe the lady we need to talk to is right over here.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Well, I'm pretty confused right now.
Hey, me too. But mostly because I just had my second dose of Adrena time. I am so completely addled right now.
Dude, me too. It's awesome.
You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Well, I'm going to need you to clarify something for me then.
I'm great at clarifying.
So what all do I play? Well, Shira, I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. I'm doing the Outer Worlds right now as a series, and Minecraft, multiplayer games, all kinds of different stuff. And I play games on YouTube as well. So, how are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
You a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
So why did you leave your camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Yeah, something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You know, you should go back. People are worried about you.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Did you know that Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial?
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care now.
Look, I already bought what you were selling me. Just give me some time to gather up my personals.
Okay, so, I forgot that we leveled up. Whoopsie. Okay. So we are definitely, we are in bad shape right now. Dealing with Adrena time crash. Do we have anything, any kind of food that can lessen that? Like coffee? Mind attributes, base health 25%. Saltuna. Well, I actually don't want to do the hacking and take the computer stuff because we just got a vicar onto our crew who's actually good at hacking. So, is it Salt Spacer's Chaw? Frozen dinner. No coffee. The vulgar priest. Yeah, very much so. Okay, well, I guess what we're going to do is just kind of not worry about using any Adrena time right now. Okay, nope. Nothing in the cash register. That's a shame. Light ammo. Frozen dinner. Noodles. By the way, might be a controversial opinion for some people. I don't know if you guys eat a lot of ramen, but I had my very first bowl of top ramen. That stuff is nowhere near as good as the chow mein brand of noodles that I eat. I'd heard a lot of good things. I went and tried it, and I was just like, "Aw." Spades plays stuff like Civilization. I have other people do my building for me. Alright, probably best go ahead and get rid of these landmines. Oh, what? Come on, come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, please. You know what? Now's probably a good time to go ahead and save. We need a Jeremy. Yes, in a bad way. Place around here that has good ramen. I'm just talking about like store-bought stuff. We actually got a place called Noodle House, which is about a minute drive from where I am. That is pretty decent from what I hear. Yeah, what we're gonna need to do is, well, to heal so we don't die due to fall damage. And also, we're gonna need to... Have I been to the volcano? No, I have not. Not yet. I'm wanting the... How do we get rid of the Adrena time crash? Oh, volcano Asian fusion. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a volcano like right there. So that's what I thought that you were talking about. Yeah, I've been to Volcano. It's actually really good. I like the sushi there. Perks. Good news, everyone. We have taken the pack mule ability so we can carry more stuff. And Orden, I am not sure how that's gonna work. Adreno. Just gonna look over the stuff. I could swear that we've gotten coffee before. Mind attributes. Strange. You need some coffee before you crash? Oh, sleep fixes it? Oh. Yeah, we haven't slept, have we? It's like, so tired. Well, the next place we find a bed, we will crash out. But first we will grab all of these things, now that we can run. And we also need to go to a store and grab some more energy cells because we are running low on our favorite gun. And that is unacceptable. Well, let's see. Can we find a bed? Is there one up here? Nope. Trying to remember if we... Yes. Sleep! What could possibly go wrong? Alright, we have moved time forward. Nothing suspect has happened. And we're good in terms of our skills. So, let us go ahead and put more into dialogue and defense. Yes. Well, hold on. Let me try that again. Revert. All right. Keep it in the Chinese kitchen. Noodle House is good. I definitely recommend checking both it out and the Chinese market, the grocery that's right next door. You got some really interesting stuff. Okay, evicted. Aha! Yes, the puns are on point. Energy cells, please. Gimme. It's more guns. Ooh. More add-ons too. I'm gonna have to take a look at those in earnest before too much longer. Okay, sentry. If this room is this building's clear, and we went that direction. What about over here? More dead marauders. I don't recall. Oh. Yeah, I saw you. We may need a good... What's my least favorite part of the game so far? I don't really have one. I don't have a least favorite part yet. Because I'm playing the exact build that I want. The gunslinger build, so... I'd have to get back with you on that. And I think the only other place... Shiny servo... is this way. So I don't think we've gone in here yet.
Oh, clever.
Ooh! Excellent. That is what I wanted. Alright. Everyone's dead now. Things have been cleared. Let's go ahead and check. And we can fast travel too, which is nice. Let's head to... We'll head back to Edgewater first. Sell some of our stuff off, look at our mods, and give that last finger to the constable. And then we will check out the rest. If you never find anything you hate, I'll take it as a good sign. Why does it have to be so cold? Bless your heart, Z. Do we need to grab a heater from the Rook? Guys, things look like Minox from Star Wars. Oh, and we're back. Okie dokie.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Alright. Sell. Oh, sell the junks. Necklace. I don't know what the necklaces are used for. May want to wait on that. Retrofitted heavy power armor. Medium, 9 to 9. I think I've already got that stuff, so we'll sell that. Assault rifle goes away. Sentry saber, light pistol, sting shock cannon. We'll sell the plasma rifle too, just because. Now, can we buy energy cells? Yes, we can. Excellent. What's the maximum? Oh, okay. They have a limited amount of energy cells. Yeah. It's like we guess, like high phasic. So, one of the things, actually, there's going to be other things we're going to do while we're here. We're going to go talk to our gravedigger friend, let him know we found out what happened to the teeth. Then we're going to go talk to Big Boss here and see if we can get his side of the Adelaide situation. What happens if you tap dance on a landmine? It's me, Austin! I'm not sure, Spades. What happens when you tap dance on a landmine? Kath with the anti-joke. It's actually one of my favorite subreddits.
Something I can do for you?
Can we let him know? So, you were wondering what happened to Eugene? I found his teeth.
Oh, law, don't tell me. Marauders were serving his body as the centerpiece in their vile feasts. Did they stick a mock apple in his mouth?
No to all of the above. The teeth are gold, Silas. I'll sell them to you.
Still in good condition? I could always ask Conrad to have them installed.
Installed?
Eugene's teeth were handed down the generations, and my old chompers ain't getting any prettier.
Well, at least the family, at least the family lineage goes on, just in a different mouth. Got a question for you.
Yeah?
Nope, that's pretty much it. Never mind. And what time do we got? Oh, okay. I did not realize what time it is. We were just going to keep on keeping on. We'll transition back to Edgewater. We'll head up to the office. Dissenters in our midst. I just love... Oh, man. Sorry, as I said before in the last stream of this, I am always fascinated with propaganda posters. Like from World War I, World War II. Propaganda posters are such an interesting thing to see on either side. Just how governments and how corporations and how they try to get their propaganda across is always fascinating to me. This game is made by Obsidian. Oh, wait a minute. We also have a finger to turn in.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Vale's a little safer, thanks to you.
Well, speaking of which, I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
I hope they're selling prints. I'd love it. They're the one that we got from What's-Her-Dink's room, I think would be amazing.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Newly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Junior Deputy Constable's badge. What's this? Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up as marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Cold-blooded. Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot himself. Eugene, I think.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
That's all for now. Yes, indeed, guys. And that should do it for this part of the stream. We got a lot of progress here, and now all we need to do is head to the geothermal plant and make a decision on which settlement that we are going to side with. And we will go ahead and pick that up next time. So thank you all very much for watching. It was great to see chat so lively. That's always a great thing to see. And if you haven't followed the channel, please do so. I try and stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and random times during the weekend as well. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the description, or I have a link to the Twitch page in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So go ahead and check that out. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.